This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down day by day, and let you know how to navigate. So as I'm filming this here on Sunday afternoon, it has been, wow, what a bunch of weather. Dark, stormy. Now there's some light poking through. But it doesn't surprise me that the weather's so up and down and dark and dreary, and then suddenly light and back to dark and dreary. Sorry for the deep explanation of the weather, but it's so reminiscent of the energies right now. You know, with everything that's happened in the last couple of days, I don't even have words, right? There's so much going on, and this is the Mars-Uranus conjunct, where Mars is aggression and it's anger, and then you've got Uranus, which is upheaval and revolutionary energy. So we are in a really, really tough spot right now. And I just would remind you that we need to try to stay calm, cool, and collected as much as we possibly can. You know, this is an energy where we have to watch what we say, watch our tongues, because we might get into some battles or embroiled situations. And it's so important right now to stay as centered or as grounded as possible, whatever that means for you. I know for myself particularly, it means taking a salt bath and trying to decompress a little bit and, you know, stay calm. So let's take a look at the overall themes and messages for this week. Now, we also have a full moon coming. I'm going to be doing a full moon Zoom on Friday night, which I believe is the 19th of July. If you'd like to join, it will be up on my website. It is $22. There will be a recording of the Zoom session sent to you after if you can't attend, and also a personalized mini moon reading that will be sent to you by the next new moon. This is going to be our second full moon in Capricorn. And this time we have retrogrades happening. So it's a little bit of a different vibe from the last full moon in Capricorn, but so many people told me how the full moon in Capricorn really kicked their butt. So we're going to see how this plays out this week, along with all the other energies. But again, let's get to this overall theme. And we have here and now. This is my point. We have to be in the here and now, in the present moment. We can't live in the past. We're not in the future yet. We have to try to just be in the present moment. Okay, let's take another card here with a message. What do we need to know? Do what you love. What are you passionate about? What do you love to do that you stopped doing because life got in the way? I got a kitty cat here trying to get into the reading. Please excuse any table shakes if there are any. And here we have road less traveled. Maybe there's something that you've wanted to do that you just didn't have the time to do or the ability to do in that moment. What would you like to study? What would you like to learn? What would you like to begin? What is your passion project? You know, in my YouTube video that I just recently posted of Kelly Talks, I was speaking with my friend Becca about, you know, her passion project, which was human design, in addition to applying the concept of passion projects to her dating life, which is a beautiful thing to do because passion projects are all about generating ideas of something that you're passionate about. Then it means asking a bunch of questions. What do you need to know about that project or that idea? And then it's about compiling the data, as in like answering those questions, going through the research, and then compiling something as like a final product, which could be, you know, a website or starting a business, or in Becca's case, it was, you know, doing some human design for her friends and family. You know, I have to say, I've been doing passion projects for many years, not only with my high school students when I was a teacher, but even in my own life. And I love the idea of doing what you're passionate about. So if there's something that you've been thinking about doing, now is the time. Now, if you need help with that, I can always help you as well. So here we go, road less traveled. We're embarking on something new and different. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be nerve-wracking. It can actually be super exciting. Now, because we are having a full moon, let's take a look at the energies with these Moonology cards for each day of the week. Let's go to Monday. And we have here, face your fears. Okay, so if there's something new you wanted to start, now is your time to face your fears. And here we go on Tuesday. Take a breath. Well, the Mars-Uranus conjunct is basically the first couple of days of the week. But this is a tense time in general. So if you need to take a breath, do some meditation. Like I said, ground yourself. I would advise you to do so. There's the shadow work. On Wednesday, I think a lot of things are coming to the surface for people. They're really struggling right now. And it's because things are creeping up that we need to address. And that's also related to Saturn retrograde, where all these things that maybe we avoided or swept under the rug, they're kind of creeping back up. And this is the time to work our way through them. On Thursday, we have embrace uncertainty, the road less traveled, right there. And on Friday, accept responsibility. Well, that's a tough one sometimes for people, because this is really saying to you, accept where things are at, right? Where you've been, and see where it takes you. On Saturday, patience. Yeah, trust the process. Well, we know that is hard to do, but so worth it in my opinion. And on Sunday, we have support. You're divinely guided and supported. Everything is going to be okay. And here is releasing blocks. There you go. That's that full moon energy right there. That's the sneak peek. That's kind of the energy that's coming after this full moon. And I believe the full moon is on the 21st, which I think is Sunday, because if I'm doing the full moon Zoom on Friday, the 19th, then the 21st, I think, is Sunday. So let's take a look at the tarot and see what we need to do here. On Monday, face your fears. This is toxic witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. This is my point. Be careful of any toxicity on Monday. This is where people just rear their ugly heads. You know, this is where people say things and do things and push the buttons and engage in stuff that they really shouldn't be. So please be aware of that energy. Now, facing your fears, in my opinion, is about making boundaries. You know, sometimes we're afraid to make boundaries because we don't want to start something. We don't want to engage in it. It's just too much. But it's okay to protect your energy, you know? Now, here it says, take a breath. 10 of Cups. Take a breath. You can have your happiness. Okay. But sometimes it really is all about rainbows and smiles. We know with light there's dark, and with dark there's light. Okay. So again, take a breath. Think about something happy. Like, what makes you happy? Like, if you can go, you know, and sort of escape in your mind a little bit, or your imagination, where do you go? What do you think about? I'm not gonna lie, I think about being on a beach in a remote place. You know, I wouldn't mind being in the Maldives. I wouldn't mind being, you know, tucked away somewhere where I can just relax and take it easy. I think about a cozy fireplace in the wintertime. There I'm going from one extreme to another, but you can tell the theme. I go to a place where I feel at peace, you know, where you can just sort of cuddle up, or you can lay out in the sun, whatever the vibe. Where do you go when you're in your mind, when you want to just think about something happy or something peaceful to you? Let's see, shadow work. What do we need to know about that? 3 of Cups. Come together with your coven. Yeah. This is a nice idea, what's on this card, you know, come together. That is a card of reunion and celebration. But I will tell you this, 2's company, 3's a crowd. And sometimes when we have too many chefs in the kitchen, we have problems. And that all leads me back to what I said about boundaries or toxicity. Embrace uncertainty. King of Swords. We can all learn important things from one another. We sure can. We don't have to know everything ourselves. We can consult with others. We can be around like-minded people. That's actually something I spoke about in my Kelly Talks video with Becca, as I just mentioned, that, you know, the importance of spiritual friendships or like-minded people. But this also says to cool and detach yourself. I guess that doesn't really make sense when I say cool and detach yourself, but like be cool and detach yourself at times. Like, you don't have to engage in everything. You don't have to placate to people. Sometimes you can take some space. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, accept responsibility. We have here the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords of counterparts. Really? Okay, it says, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Well, here's the thing. Don't engage in any battles or back and forth with anyone. However, you can be cool and detached. You can be your authentic self. You can have a voice. I want you to find your voice. But there's a difference between having your voice and engaging in who is the loudest person in the room. That's what I was meaning earlier. Like, just be careful. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room just to be heard, you know, because that's where we get into trouble. Now let's take a look at patience here. We have a good coven lets every witch have a say. 5 of Wands. Okay, there's really this like conflicted energy here. A bit of a battle. Listening more than we speak. You can see it all this week. There is this real tense energy. And I'm not saying that out of fear to you. I'm just saying just be mindful. Because 5 of Wands is a bit of conflict. It could even be a should I, shouldn't I kind of vibe, you know. Support, the Magician. You have everything you need to do anything you want. You are divinely guided and supported. You have all the tools. And release blocks, 8 of Cups. Walk away from things that no longer serve you. If your life feels stale, explore some new scenery. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the Oracle cards. Toxic Witches. That is a double card, by the way. Restrictions. That's... Okay. The Star Sea. Okay, we want peace. We want peace. We want miracles. We want inspiration. We want blessings. That 10 of Cups, get ready to receive it. Put yourself in the receiving mode. Take action for your personal growth and evolution, but in relationships, lean back a little bit into your feminine energy. Allow yourself to receive. That 3 of Cups coming together, or making sure that you're enforcing those boundaries and doing the shadow work. You want to go towards your stability, but you also want to get out of feeling stuck, if that's the case with boundaries. That King of Swords, okay, here we go. Discovery, seeking truth, know where you're going, explore. Sometimes you got to be a little cool and detached and leave behind the things that don't serve you and seek out new energies, new adventures. Now that Queen of Swords, see? The Cross, destiny, spirituality, divine guidance, everything's going to be okay. Second message of support. And let's see, 5 of Wands we have here. And now we've got the, wow, we really have counterparts. You know that it's not about gender, obviously, but like we have the woman card, the man card, and like she's right on top here. There was the King of Swords, Queen of Swords. This is about taking action. But again, action for your own personal growth and evolution, receiving the rewards, the happiness, the love. The Magician, the Lion, being heart-centered. You have everything within you. Self-esteem, pride, ego, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. And the 8 of Cups, see, you have the key. Number 33 is a beautiful angel number here. Number 22 and 33, master numbers. There is a solution here. There's always a solution, you know. Unlock a new path. Unlock the door to something new here. Wow. Okay. Let's take some cards here to see what else we need to know. Horned cactus. I swear the universe has a sense of humor, because whenever I've had this card on live, we have really laughed about this card. But all laughing aside about the horned cactus, this is about resourcefulness. You're very resourceful. You have the ability to do something new. And it's interesting, 29, actually 29 here as well. And I think this, well, this might be 28. Yeah, 29. 2 + 9 is 11. Brand new beginnings. And here we go. What do we have here that popped over? Watchers. Transpersonal. You might be feeling like you're being watched, like your moves are being watched. You know, you might feel like you're sort of under the spotlight. It's almost like a curtain call or like a showtime, you know, where you've got to make some moves. You've got to be resourceful. You know you've got to do something different. time to replenish, empty well. It's time to find new energy and to take yourself out of the old energy, the old story. It's time to put yourself first. That's the bottom line. I'm finding that a lot of people right now are struggling with that because they're feeling pulled in so many directions, and it gets very easy to focus on, you know, what's going on in the world and our friends and our family. It almost feels like at times we're being pulled in every direction, and even just something small for yourself will make a difference, you know? So let me know in the comments, like, what's something that you will do for yourself, even the smallest thing right now, to give you a little bit of happiness or a little bit of peace. As always, I thank you so much for watching my videos. It really means the world to me. If you'd like to do a personal reading, the link is in my bio. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week. Don't be afraid of the energies. Just stay calm, cool, and collected.